caught up with Lucas Venter earlier. Lucas Venter is going to be playing against Alvin Naidoo. Let's see what Lucas had to say. Division, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. Been preparing, been watching my game replays. Saw some mistakes I've made, crucial mistakes that got Aaron back into the game. I don't want that to happen again, so I'll be working on my game. Hopefully my break is consistent as last week, but I need to start closing off the breaks. Getting near nice breaks, but not closing them off. I've been working on that.
You're playing against Alvin, a seasoned player, renowned player. Have you been watching his games to decide on how you're going to attack in your games?
Yeah, I've been watching the games of everybody actually been playing. Alvin, got a lot of time for him, been playing against him for the last couple of years. I know he's got a very defensive game as well, but I'm ready for him. I'm an attacker. I play when I break. I try and get finished. I don't try and give him a chance, and that's going to be my game plan.
Obviously, one of the things that Alvin does really well, and in some instances, some people think that it's not great, is that he plays a slower game. How are you going to try and get as many frames on the board?
No, that doesn't really bother me. I mean, he's got 45 seconds to get the shot done. What he does with the 45 seconds is up to him. I can play a slow game as well, tie up the game. I can play that game too. But I think in this situation, in front of a lot of people watching, I don't think he's going to just close pockets. He's not going to do that. So we're going to play all open up. This is the stage for us to perform, and we need to perform.
Any predictions with today's score?
Yeah, I don't like predictions, but if I have to, I would say about 7, 7-4, 7-5. Hopefully less for me to win and less for him.
Or maybe you'll break a record and you get 9 games on the board.
That would be absolutely great.
Good stuff. Wishing you all the best.
Cool. Thank you very much. Thanks.
There you heard from Lucas. Obviously a very confident player. Very determined in terms of wanting to do some damage to Alvin. Alvin, how are you feeling about today's matchup against the guy that's on the top of the leaderboard? You're at the bottom of the leaderboard. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I mean, no doubt Lucas has been playing some good pool of late. So I'm hoping to put some points on the board myself today. Let's hope.
You know, for viewers watching, people often support the underdog. Do you think you'll benefit from that in terms of trying to give us an upset?
I hope so. I hope so, yeah. But my mind wasn't that much, not settled at the beginning. So hopefully today it's going to be a little bit better.
Did you manage to get some practice in the week and change strategy in any way?
I haven't actually had any practice time on this particular table. But yeah, I did have a few practice games in the week, and so I'm hoping that will help me today.
Your strategy today, without giving too much away, you normally a slower player and you're more composed and chilled and cool. How are you feeling about your strategy in terms of how fast you play today?
Well, I think I'll just play the game that I know, instead of trying to put as many points on the board, and that hasn't been really working very well for me. So I think I'll just go back to my old game. Yeah.
Well, I think it's going to be an absolutely great matchup against you and Lucas, one for the viewers to watch as well. I'm excited. Any score predictions?
No, I don't have any. Well, hopefully it's in my favor.
Just say you want to beat him 9-1.
Yeah, I'd like to beat him 9-1. Yeah. Thanks,
good for you, man. Wishing you everything of the best. I'll meet you, Prince, at the commentary box.
Yes, guys, after an exciting opening round here where Takalani and Aaron played each other, we are now going on to a crunch match here where Lucas Venter will be up against Alvin, and this is SPL Season 1, guys. They both played 2 matches, and Lucas hasn't lost a match. He's won 12 frames, and it's going to be interesting to see as to who wants it the most tonight, dear guys. And as we enter into the start of this second session here, guys, I'm going to be joined up, again, guys, by my co-commentator, that is Clive, and Clive will be joined up with Michelle here to give you the first few minutes of this matchup here, and we hope that it's gonna be a stellar one. Alvin ready to deliver the goods. He's last on the lock, but he certainly still needs to be counted. And what I can tell you guys is it's all to play for. You know, it's not lost. It's only week 3, Clavy.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting one, considering the fact that the guy that's top of the league is playing the guy bottom of the league. Alvin is going to know that he's going to want to bring his A game on and want to have an early start as well. As you've seen last time, Lucas is looking quite determined, focused. Definitely think Lucas is going to want to know, or he's going to know that Alvin is going to be on to him today.
Yes, Lucas really looking forward to delivering the goods here. Looking forward to delivering the goods here, and what I can tell you is this is going to be one big night. So guys, you know, we are a team that is ready to take this sport to the next level, and coming up here to substitute me on commentary for a while, it will be Michelle taking you through the expert advice, where Clivey will be giving you the player stats and where they're coming from. There is Michelle joining you guys now.
Thanks, Prince. Great to be back. Hi,
So
Clive.
cool to have you here, Michelle.
It's my pleasure.
I was telling Prince earlier that we need to have a match-up.
Yeah, you
I
heard
need to
me on
play
the
with
comments. Yeah?
South Africa's top player.
Oh no, I wouldn't call myself top player, but I'm more than willing to give anyone a match. It's good for me to practice as well.
What do you think of the matchup between Alvin and Lucas? Lucas right on the top.
Very, very interesting match. I mean, obviously, Lucas is playing so well at the moment. His shot selection, his composure, everything on the table is just like so cool to watch. And then Alvin has had a run of such excellent form this season. I mean, watching him in the Masters finals at PSA, he was so composed, he played so well. He had a bit of a rough week last week, but if I know Alvin, he's going to be back on form anytime soon. I mean, I had to play him, and I was the unfortunate victim on Monday night's singles league, and I learned a thing or two from Alvin, so he's definitely not going to take too much to heart from that one loss.
First game into it, and seems to be quite a tactical frame.
Yeah.
Both players know that if anyone gets a run, then it's home away.
Yeah, just besides these two, if you can call them problem balls at the top of the table, bottom of the table, if you want to say, if there's a mistake, and you don't get the snooker or the awkward position for the other player, the finish is on. Yellow still look pretty good. He's just got to develop that one towards the bulk line.
What would you do, Michelle, in this case? Would you go for the one right to the cush on the top here first, or not?
I think there's one or two things. If he wants to play it safe, he could go for a snooker. He's got enough cover on this side, bottom side of the table. Or if he's feeling confident and comfortable on the table, he can go for this one on the cushion and run into some balls there. As I said, he's got options. So he's chosen to just make it awkward for Lucas. He's trying to force him to play the most obvious red so that yellow gets developed a little sooner. So I think at the beginning of the match, both players just kind of feeling each other out in terms of who's going to dominate
Exactly.
the match. And great shot from Lucas there.
Massive shot there by Lucas.
Backing himself, love to see it. And now everything's fairly straightforward. The black's in a bit of an awkward position, but he's got enough balls to run back to the top of the table and have a choice of pockets to pot it.
Yeah, Lucas is a very accomplished player. He represented South Africa at the World Championships, 2011, 2012, 13, 14, 18 and 19, Michelle.
Yes, I remember that. In 2019 we were in Blackball. I was fairly new to the team then, but to watch these guys play, I was really impressed. And he's just been so consistent over the years, hasn't he?
His favorite player is Tom Cousins, Tomcat. Yours as well?
definitely in my top 3 favourite players, along the likes of people like Chris Melling, for sure, Phil Harrison, Carl Sutton, all those guys are just top players. I mean, they make everything on the table just look so fluid and so natural. So the aim is for someone like Lucas to emulate as much of that as possible in these sort of preparation matches. And I think he's making a very good show of it. He's doing a very good job of making it look easy.
He's got to worry about the black ball.
He just wants a little angle on that. He doesn't want to end up too short. And he has. It's going to be quite difficult. You can see he's a little bit disappointed with that. It's been quite difficult now to try and run the ball through to get position on that black. So he wanted to land a bit sort of further across the bulk line. And even with a good shot like that, he's still left himself in a difficult spot. So to try and go for the double, for example, now. So it's all about those fine percentages, those fine distinctions between, or millimeters between the correct angle and something that makes the next shot much more difficult.
Oh, what a good try, good attempt, hey? I mean, creative thinking.
Well, it's really the only option he had, or the highest percentage option he had, but it's such a low percentage shot most of the time. And now Alvin, with his experience as well, is very happy to play the waiting game in a frame like this to secure that first frame, to get sort of like a little handle on the match.
Yeah, they've only got 50 minutes for this race to 9, so Alvin's going to want to look at speeding it up as well. He is playing a different game to what he normally plays, I think. He's going to want to get more points on the board, get higher up there with the leaderboard as well.
And secure more frames. I'm sure that's in the back of his mind. But I also believe that he's taking each frame on its own merit. And if he feels confident enough to go for the finish, like I believe he is now, he'll do that. He does seem to be a little bit more comfortable this time round, doesn't he? And now he's got an easy finish to take on, but if we compare this to the first match, he's still very deliberate about what he's doing. He's not feeling that comfortable, so he's like, no, I'm willing to snooker you. You do the hard work. I'm just going to take my time, make it easy for myself.
I must be honest, he's got great match temperament.
Oh, fantastic. You never know what he's thinking.
Exactly.
You never know, and I think that's key. The same with Lucas, though. You never know what he's thinking. You never know if he's stressed. He just goes on about his business. So here's what the billiards group were challenging me to do, and I'm going to say it now. So Lucas, do something cool.
And he tried to do something cool and give them viewing pleasure.
But still played almost like a containing shot at the same time. So left the black.
It's fairly safe.
Slightly awkward. Not really safe, but it's awkward now for the finish. Just a little bit more awkward than it would have been normally. But if Alvin just rolls that through and gets nice position on that centre, then it's really, really straightforward after that. Even
Brilliant.
now, I mean, those two balls that are off the cushion, still very easy to get position on them now. I think the angle is a little bit more than he would have liked, so he's just going to weigh up his options and make sure of which exact ball he wants to go for next, because he's going to want to pot one of them, probably the furthest one in the bottom left here.
On the last session, most of the frames took probably maximum of about 5 minutes. This has already gone into about 8 minutes for this frame.
Yeah, proper tactical frame. And now I reckon Alvin might go for another containing shot. Finish is still there, but it's awkward. It's very easy to make a mess.
Just to tell you a bit about Alvin, born in Durban, 2025 PSA Masters, SA champ.
And yes, he is actually over 50 for those of you who can't believe it.
Looks young.
He's like the Peter Pan of pool.
Peter Pan, I'm not sure he's going to appreciate that.
It's fine.
You guys are friends, it's okay, he'll get over it.
He will.
He's also a 2024 Blackball Gauteng Open champ. His favorite player is Ronnie O'Sullivan.
It's a very good shot there. Snookered, played back to get him snookered. So now Alvin has to ensure that whatever he goes for is not going to leave position for that black.
Just a shout out, Michelle, to our sponsors. It's a Sombhani group of companies, the Dive Club, Cuesports, Africa Media, also got Nukes Creations, Rogues on Radio, and Billiards Café. And if you want to get involved as well, I mean, don't you think it's amazing that there's more sponsors getting involved and trying to pick up the game that we love so much?
I think it's exactly what the sport needs in this country. We need more exposure, more sponsorships, more opportunities for players.
Brilliant finish there by Lucas. It was just a waiting game for him.
Yeah, I just capitalized on the inevitable mistake from Alvin there. So after more of a tactical frame, let's see if they come out all guns blazing, making those finishes which we all know they can make.
Yeah, I think it would probably be a record in terms of longest game played.
In this league, yes.
Full on 10 minutes.
Well, I must say, with the playoffs in the other divisions, like your match time, you've got like 10 minutes a match and you're running between matches and you're playing for like 12 hours a day. It does improve your match fitness a lot as well. So learning to concentrate or maintain that concentration with the shorter frames.
Brilliant break there by
important.
Lucas.
What would you go here for?
I would actually play the yellow. But
Yeah,
but I mean, like I've said to Prince as well, I mean, my eye is not like you guys. Would you go for red?
Yeah, you got two little clusters. You got one of the yellows, one of the red, which are a little bit awkward. So you'd have to think about developing them fairly early on. So Lucas opting to go for yellow, which did not drop.
You think he planned that? I don't think so.
You see, like there's a red on the top cushion, which is
Yes.
a little bit of an issue, but there's enough balls on the table to get position on it. So by not sinking that, actually, it's not the worst outcome because he's
Actually,
now
it worked
made
in
it
his
more
favor
difficult
if he.
to finish on those reds, and there's no sort of clear finish on. So Alvin will have to develop them.
Both
and you'll have to
players
be
have
patient.
lots and lots of experience playing against each other, so they know each other's styles of play. When we interviewed them prior to their matches, they've got good experience with each other, but they're playing under different circumstances, playing on a new table.
Different disciplines as well. They've got, I mean, Alvin's had a lot of experience in Blackball, and Lucas has always been more into 8-ball, but their paths have crossed many times in league situations. So Alvin has a little bit of trouble here.
It looks that way, eh?
Yeah, those two yellows are definitely causing some problems.
You know, I've watched Alvin play quite a few other matches, and it seems as though his games are always on point. It seems as though on this league, he has had the biggest challenges.
He went for a combination shot there to go off the yellows to develop them. I just think he wasn't comfortable. It's a different setup, a different table. They hadn't had much table time. Used to all the other green cloth tables here, which are they played in, and they're a lot slower. The cushions react differently. So I think like it contributed to that discomfort. Yeah. And,
Lucas would not be happy with himself with that shot.
No, absolutely not. It's difficult to power those balls into the center. It's very easy for them to pop out.
I think that's the thing that I feel when I'm playing. I mean, obviously my game is developing, but the white ball movement is the biggest challenge sometimes.
And it's also going to be different on different tables, and you've got to read the table well and adapt to different conditions. And it's usually those people who can adapt to different conditions the fastest that gain their confidence back the fastest and can make finishes and can be dominant in all the matches. I noticed that especially with players like Shane.
Yeah.
Shane read the tables, or he does tend to read tables very quickly. His game IQ, for that matter, is very high, and so he can just read the layout, predict what's going to happen, and make the finishes.
Nadim on the screen,
Yeah,
enjoying the
working
game.
hard behind the scenes. I know he's doing the timing, the match clock and the shot clock timing on that side. So shout out to him, as well as people like Nuka, all working behind the scenes.
Petunia doing a great job of refereeing Michelle.
Yes.
It's not an easy job, hey?
No, and she's got to do it for like 4 hours at a time. So, you know, it's quite a night's work for her. I know she enjoys it. She's a very solid little player herself, and
Exactly,
she loves
I've
the
played
game.
against her.
Wonderful player. Hopefully we can get more refs involved as well. So if anyone is keen on reffing, you know, and has your grading and reffing, get involved in the setup. I think that would be greatly appreciated. But she's doing a sterling job.
So we'll see you doing a 4-hour ref at some point, Michelle.
I'm like the worst ref you can ask for.
You've got the face for TV, Michelle. So
Thanks, I hope so. I definitely haven't got a voice for radio. I'm sure like many of my kids fall asleep in class when I'm teaching them. She's just querying about the snooker.
Alvin takes his time with the time. 16, 15 seconds on the clock.
45 seconds is a long time. You've got time to think, walk around the table. It's much longer than people think it is. I'm actually glad that it changed from the 60-second shot clock to 45 seconds. It feels like a sweet spot in terms of just getting into the rhythm of your game.
I'm normally a very quick player, getting criticized for my ball selection because lots of ego shots.
It's always about
lack of discipline.
making it, no, but it's also about making it simple for yourself. I mean, the best players don't, unless you're Chris Melling, the best players don't play the craziest, amazing shots. They play the best simple shots, and they do it more often, and they connect those shots very well to other shots. So the easier you make the game look, the better the player is, really. That's my humble opinion. Lovely pot.
Alvin will be feeling the
going to
pressure.
be
Obviously, he's going to want
unlucky.
to take this frame.
He's got that problem red on the rail. He tried to develop it earlier. He's got a little angle now to actually go into that red and develop it a bit further.
Successful with that.
Fairly. He doesn't really have a double on. He can use this bottom red and put a little bit of spin on it to just hold the whites for like a center pot, for example. He's checking out the double.
Or wouldn't you play the ball closest to the cush first?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. He's
And
going
then
to try and develop
go.
the white's position to do that. But he's going to have a bit of an issue later on with the black. He's got a pot on. It's good.
Brilliant.
It's just about where is he going to put the white to pot the black at the end of the frame. It's fairly well covered by those 3 yellows.
I was talking about Alvin being very mellow whilst playing. Lucas is exactly the same.
Oh, he's like Ice King. Yeah, he's going to have to make sure he brings that white back towards the same line where he is now to make that pot easy. Not knowing the speed of the table, sometimes you overrun. He's still got a pot on. He can pot it into that
Top pocket, eh?
top right-hand pocket, yes. But just making it harder than it needs to be.
It's not the easiest of shots,
No.
but it's one of the fancy shots that
It's
can
just
give us some
a
viewing
shot.
pleasure.
It's a shot. He has to cue through it well. And he cued that beautifully.
Brilliant execution.
Fabulous shot.
I can't say that Alvin's worried. I'll say he's
No,
processing
He is processing.
exactly what he's going to be doing with this game.
All he has to do is just focus on each frame, each ball, take it on its merits, play his natural game. His natural game is so good. And take his chances when he gets them.
Exactly. What a great
Great pot.
Lucas sitting with 2, Alvin with 0 for now. The Supa Pro League is getting lots of interest. You can visit the Supa Pro League, www.supaproleague.com. That's supaproleague.com. www.supaproleague.com. Lucas with a break, successfully dropped.
You could probably make a case
yellow?
for either color. He's going to opt for the red.
I'm going to pass you on, Michelle, to Aaron, that's going to join you in the commentary box.
Hi, Aaron.
Good evening, good evening. Hope everyone's enjoying the really good pool that we're watching tonight.
Have you seen all your supporters' comments? You had a lot of people rooting for you on the stream.
Yeah, a lot of people did want to watch the game, but yeah, I did see a few of them. It's really great to see some of the support that I'm getting, and it's really motivated me to keep trying harder and just do better every week.
How are you finding the playing conditions out there? Is the table easy to read? Is it easy to overrun position? Are the pockets a little unforgiving at times?
Well, the table is still very, very new, so it does slide a lot. But as we get used to it, you'll notice that slide is going to become our advantage. I see Lucas has already gotten used to the table. He's playing some excellent pool the last few weeks, and it looks like he started out here very, very well.
Yeah, he seems to have adapted just a touch quicker than some of the other players, and perhaps showing his overseas experience as well.
He is a very, very experienced player, but he's always been a very consistent player, and his consistency is his biggest asset in his game. So
Yeah.
It's always a pleasure to watch him, and he always maps out the game very, very well.
Absolutely. Our following matches, folks, that we've got tonight, we've got Natai and Nsovo. Now, it's a big match coming up at 10 p.m, so please obviously stay tuned for that. And then our last match, saving maybe the best for last, we've got the ever-consistent Shane Pillay, and he will be playing against Nico Erasmus. So it'll be interesting to see what you guys think about what the outcomes of those matches are going to be. Who do you think is going to win? By how much? Are we going to get any surprises this evening? I think Lucas was a little bit unfortunate in that last visit because he played the cannon, or he played the combination shot so well, but then just unfortunately the red bounced a little bit out of the pockets. Maybe also indicative of the way the tables are playing, and left Alvin with a fairly simple, straightforward finish, I think.
Yeah, Alvin took that first shot very, very well. He's just opened up the game for himself. I'm sure he'll want to get this from the board just to get some confidence going, just to kick on for the rest of the match. And unfortunately, commentator's curse, he just missed.
Yeah, it's all your fault.
All my fault.
No, I just think he needs to spend more time in each frame at the table, more finishes, and build more breaks, as you say, or build more finishes to get his confidence going, because he's got such a beautiful cue action. He's a very, very steady, fluid player.
Alvin is one of those players that's he makes sure of every single frame. So I think the shot clock has just made him realize that he needs to change his game for this, and the change has not really benefited him as of yet. But he's such a good, consistent player that I'm sure in no time he'll have the confidence to pull off finishes from.
I mean, yeah, it's still super early days in the league. Well, it's only match 3. If we look at the standings there, obviously, like we're not all on the same matches played yet, but now Takalani's sitting at the top. Lucas playing now, sitting a second, but that'll obviously change depending on what he does in this match now. He's now leading 3-0. Aaron, what would you like? What sort of result are you thinking to get at the end of this league? What's your aim? What's your goal?
Well, my goal is top 4 definitely.
Top
I
four.
don't think I want to be anywhere other than top 4. I'd love to push for the lead, but unfortunately Lucas is playing very, very well. And he's getting consistent frames every week, so it's going to be difficult to catch him with the way he's playing. And I think everybody has got that in mind, is that they're all chasing down Lucas as a front runner now. He's already got 3 frames tonight, which leaves him on 16 frames in total. And he'll just look to push on from here and just get as many frames as he can.
Yeah, absolutely. If we have a look here, we obviously with that in off it makes it fairly simple in this frame to create the finish. Red looking plum here.
Yeah, he's only got that one problem ball on the left-hand side rail. He'll have to navigate to that one. And then
Fairly
also
early on.
early on. It looks like he's created himself
Absolutely
an angle
nice.
to open it if he wants to. And then his next problem ball would be the one in the middle of the table, which is just a bit hard to get to based on where the rest of his balls are.
Yeah, especially if he leaves that other side rail one too late. So to get position on that other one would be quite difficult. But he's chosen to loosen that nicely. Oh, now he can just run through if he really wanted to get position on that red.
Now he's got a very, very good chance to finish this frame. Let's just see how he navigates the rest of it.
That's what I like about Alvin. He's 3-0 down, but he's still maintaining his composure. He's still walking around the table, assessing all his options. Pre-shot routines the same as always.
Very, very good shot there to get onto the ball at the top.
Yeah, I mean, I think he could have landed a little further up the table to make it a bit easier for himself, but he can still. I mean, his potting is so good.
I think he'll have to just stun the whites and accept the long pot.
Yes, exactly.
So that he
That's
can
why
cut the ball into the corner pocket and
mentioned
leave it on the last
that.
ball on the rail for the black. But he'll just have to take his medicine and.
Yeah, they often say that just take your medicine and just go for the pot and trust your skills and trust your technique.
Yeah. So looks like he is gaining some confidence in this frame.
Yeah. Again, just cue nicely through the ball. Don't overhit it. Get some nice position on that red. And he's done just that. That's the Alvin shots that I'm used to seeing.
He is
Just
a bit
gotta make
straight on this,
yeah,
and
a little.
he'll just
He's
have
gotta
to
make sure.
come back slightly. Just leave himself long again.
Yeah, the margin for error is pretty small if you don't just make sure of exactly where that white is supposed to be.
I think he'll just want the white ball just slightly off the cushion.
Yeah,
when he
to
plays
make it
this
less
back.
complicated, yes.
There we go, he's got it perfect.
Perfect,
This should
beautiful.
see Alvin take the next frame, and it'll be 3-1.
Yeah, early on in your match, there was a time when Takalani missed the finish where he could have gone up 5-2 and you brought it back to 4-3. And I was saying that this, psychologically, that's such a big boost for you, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a very, very big swing. I mean, every single frame is a swing of points. And it's just important just to, when you do get your chances, just to try and take them. And obviously there's a very big difference between 5-2 and 4-3. It actually put me back into the game.
Right, Prince is up again, so thank you very much.
Thank you, Michi, for holding the fort here. With me here is Aaron, who's on a post-match celebration. Aaron, you came here tonight with a slight better amount of determination to deliver. Tell us what went through your mind after last week's match.
I just thought to myself, I have to play confidently from the beginning. I saw last week that I started very slow, and then only once I started letting my cue go and playing confidently that I started getting some finishes going. So I just decided from the outset, I'm just going to play some confident ball. I did make a few mistakes in the beginning, but as soon as I got a few pots in that I felt were good pots, I was able to push on from there and get the ball rolling.
You went out on Friday night and played a competition at Flames. How good of a tonic that was, to your confidence level?
Yeah, they say it's a size-to-size comp, but some of those players can really, really play. So it's obviously a confidence booster to win any comp,
Yes.
no matter what comp it is. And I'm just glad I came out on top. There was a few edgy moments in those matches. Some of those players were excellent potters and they're excellent pool players. So if anybody thinks size to size is an easy comp, it's definitely not.
Having watched your game against Takalani, guys, on this SPL tonight, brought to you by Sombhani group of companies, in conjunction with Billiard, Café, Rogues on Radio, Cuesports Africa Media, as well as Nooks Creative. We got to kind of like have a sense of, there was deja vu, in that match, in that, you never hold back in terms of the shots, you wanted to express yourself like you best do.
Yes, I always think to myself, I just have to make sure my own ability. I know that I can play well. I just need to back myself and just enjoy my pool. If I'm enjoying my pool, I don't let the stream bother me. I don't let any of the pressure bother me anymore. I'm just trying to play my own game and trying to express myself the best way I can.
Aaron, you came a little bit earlier tonight to obviously come and rectify some of your mistakes from last week. And what was the response you got from your practice, in as far as the table and the playing conditions are concerned?
It gave me a lot more confidence just to play my shots. In most matches when I first started out, I was always hesitant on the table. Now, because I got that practice in, I was able to come into the table with confidence and just play to the best of my ability.
Yes, tonight you came in here, Aaron, and one of the things probably that was in your mind was you did not want to start, from the back, but the situation ended up with you having to rally back one more time.
I seem to do that to myself a lot. I'd love to start a game with a lot of confidence and from the outset get a few frames going. Maybe one of these weeks I will. But, I won't ever complain that as long as I try my best, I won't ever complain. I'll just keep trying to play the pool that I can, and then whatever happens on the table happens on the table.
A good shot there by Alvin, and I can tell you that, that was Lucas, and he's looking to deliver on a potential finish there. The litmus test is the red next to the yellow on the top.
It looks
right
like
inside
he
now,
might
yeah.
have to leave that for last. He'll probably play the ball in the pocket. He could go into it now. He might actually try. No, he can't. There's a yellow in the way. But yeah, he could try, and he's probably going to leave it for his last ball, playing the ball over the pocket and then one along the cushion, and try and leave himself an angle to try and develop. It is risky doing that as your last ball. So let's just see how he navigates this finish.
Yes. So yes, as we edge towards the close of the session, there's like just under 20 minutes there. Clivey will be joining us shortly on the stream just at the conclusion of this particular frame here, Aaron. Yeah. So Aaron, what can you tell us about the SPL as a brand? What do you think it does to the confidence of the players that are a part of it?
It's a very, very awesome initiative. I mean, to play pool at this standard and also under these conditions with the cameras, it's a new experience for a lot of the players here, and it's an excellent job that everybody is doing behind the scenes. The streaming is quality, and I'm sure everybody at home is enjoying the quality of the matches as well.
Yeah. One more question: do you think that the lead that Lucas has got is bringing in extra pressure to him, heading to tonight's clash here against Alvin, especially when you are at the top of any league and you're having to come up against someone that is at the bottom? I mean, we call that a potato peel.
Well, Lucas will know the quality of every single player in this league, so he knows what to expect from everyone. But Lucas is also one of the most experienced players out there. He's been to Worlds, he's played at the highest standard of pool. I have no doubt that he has the composure to keep himself going. It does look like this match has there's been a few safety battles, so there's not much finishes happening. But it still looks like Lucas is putting in a few frames tonight, which will still probably...
You and Takalani were almost like on 8 collective frames, or almost closer to 9 collective frames at this stage.
Yeah, Yeah, it's a very big difference. Both Takalani and I were going for every single finish. There has been a lot more safety shots in this match from both players. So
Yes.
none of them want to lose any frame. Nobody does. So they are just looking to try and get as many as they can, but sometimes you don't want to give your opponents an extra frame as well. So I think everybody will keep that in mind, that they don't want Lucas to win too many and get too far ahead. So I think what Alvin is doing here is benefiting the rest of the log.
What an opportunity for Alvin to try and rally back. I mean, with the shot obviously that that Lucas played now, you know, that shot is bringing him back into the frame that he was ideally not a part of, you know.
Yeah,
So
Alvin has got a chance. That's still a very difficult finish. Lucas basically got tired of the slow play, not
Yes.
the slow play, but the safety battle, and he decided to just open his ball and tell Alvin, let's see what you got. And Alvin has definitely got the ability to finish this frame.
yes, testing finish it is. Aaron, looking at the 4 yellows here that Alvin has got to contend with, how would you go about this particular finish if you were Alvin?
He'd probably play one of the bottom 2. He's playing the long yellow here. This is the key shot. Probably just to stop it back. If one of those yellows passes into the top left pocket, he'll probably be looking at that. It looks like he's setting him off straight. He'll probably try and play this top spin, going right through the ball and leaving himself either the cannon, or if he's feeling confident enough, go all the way past and play one of them into the middle pocket.
I've had the privilege of watching Alvin play, you know, in the weeks just after he won the PSA Masters, and I'm not really sure what sometimes can cap, you know, your consistency level, because he seemed to be right in it, but now the start of the SPL has clogged him a little bit backwards, you know.
Yeah, he must have had a very, very big confidence boost after winning the Nationals. It's always not easy to come back after that and keep playing at the same level. He is an excellent player, so I have no doubt that as this SPL grows, you'll see his consistency shine through.
Let's see this shot here. This could be the turning point
He's trying to
of
play
this
a cannon
particular.
off the red. Undercut it.
And he missed that. So it looks like this has been left for Lucas on a canter.
Yeah, simple stuff for him. He'll just play this into the middle of the table, drop the other red into the middle, and then should be game over. This should be 4-1.
All right, let's get to see how he goes about that. I will be joined at the conclusion of this frame by Clive Cherry to take us through to the end of this particular matchup here, where Lucas wants to cling onto this lead of his. You know, he's just extended it by an extra frame. So thank you, Aaron, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening. Looking forward to see you next week for another Titanic battle.
Thank you very much, and I hope everyone enjoys the rest of the stream.
Thank you, guys. That was Aaron Donahue, who played exceptionally well. There we see a replay. I'm now joined by Clive K. Cherry for the conclusion of this matchup here. Clive, what a bumper evening this is turning out to be. I mean, who can still say that we got 2 more exciting matches to go? I mean, the last time we watched Natai up against Nsovo, it went into a decider in the Beke. I wonder if you remember that.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting one to watch. Been watching Natai practicing. He seems to be in form. Lucas with a 4-1 lead to Alvin. Pressure's on Alvin. In fact, unfortunately, pressure's been on him this season thus far. So he's going to have to reach quite deep.
Yeah. Looking at the re-break there, the replay, one can actually say that, you know, sometimes it plays into your mind, you know, whether to go full throttle on the top ball or keep it on the second ball. The second ball is never an easy preposition for a number of players.
Yeah, because they've always got the risk of the white ball falling.
Yes.
You've seen that with Aaron's game earlier. Dropped the white ball on the break maybe about 3 times.
Yeah, it was good to have Khalik Saville from Cape Town, who was here with us in the day, you know, when we showcased the USA Games, you know, the University Sports South Africa, where they're having their finals that will be tomorrow, right here on Cuesports Africa Media at Billiard Café. Such great talent and display from the universities, Clive.
Yeah, lots of interest in this game. Obviously, Billiard Café seems to be a brilliant venue. That being said, if any other club wants to get involved with the Supa Pro League, then they absolutely can get involved. We want the whole of South Africa to have clubs across part of this brilliant league. You can visit the Supa Pro League on our website, www.supaproleague.com. Super spelled S-U-P-A.
Yeah, you're welcome to register as a host venue, guys, because we got a couple of more divisions. You know, you got a first division, second division, third division, and fourth division as well. And do remember that the SPL, it's a relegation and promotion league. So at the end of each league phase, the bottom 2 players are relegated, and the top 2 players from, you know, the league just beneath it come up. So there's an opportunity for some great talent coming from the first division that want to edge themselves closer to reaching their promised land, that is the Premier League.
Brilliant couple of shots there by Alvin. Have to take this ball to the top, looking for position on the black. And he'll really want this frame because he's only got 9 minutes on the clock, which means that if he can get the score to 4-3, it will at least place him in better stead. Not many games played in this 15-minute matchup.
Yeah.
It's been quite lots of tactical frames. Alvin unfortunately placed himself in a difficult situation here.
He's got it, he can take it down. So he couldn't see much of that black here, you know? And the white ball went
Dropped.
enough. So the
It
only
was
work,
a tough angle.
yes, the only work Lucas is faced with is
To open up the cluster.
Yeah. The cluster still looks okay, you know, the key ball for Lucas, it's the yellow behind here of the 2, because coming onto the cluster there, you see that is the shot that he's going for. Very unlucky not to open it just the way he wanted to. He's got to be able to get onto the front ball, the second ball that is in the middle of the cluster there. That sets him up nicely, yes. So he played it perfectly. One thing he does very well, Lucas, is ball selection, you know.
Yeah,
He's never been one that takes pressure onto himself when he's got a potential finish. I mean, he's played with the likes of JJ Fall, who is now based in the UK, the likes of Wayne Parker. You saw Wayne Parker here with Sonia last week. So when it comes to pedigree, he's got it all.
Yeah, under pressure situations, Lucas does extremely well. Talking to him before the matchup, he wanted to try and have as many frames as possible. It didn't exactly go his way. With only 7 minutes left on the clock. But anything can happen with a game of pool. As much as you can predict,
Yes.
it doesn't exactly work out the way you want it to.
He does not need to overrun here, Clive, because that is the risk, you know. Potting, yes, he managed to do it well. This is a key shot. I think he'll take a little bit time off the shot to relook at it, compose himself, and he might just play
Screw
a
back.
follow through.
No? Take it to the top, cush, and then come down.
That's the perfect shot.
Brilliant.
And onto the black. he cues very well. Watching him, it's
And like you said, his ball selection, Prince, is that's exactly what's taking him and getting him to win games.
yes.
Great composure, great focus, great determination. Like he said before, every week he comes onto the scene just looking more and more vibrant, more and more determined. I don't think he's just going to want to win the series. He's going to want to win it by far.
Yes.
That's his mindset at the moment, which is why it's brilliant watching.
I
a
wonder
player
what's
like
going
Lucas play.
through Alvin's mind at this juncture. Clive, you looking at him, what could you be predicting is going through his mind now?
Alvin has such a good temperament. He knows that he still has the luxury of time. He just has to sit, rethink his game plan, focus, and against someone like Lucas, you can't make too many mistakes. I think he's been dealt some unfortunate challenges within the games as well, which has forced the games to be tactical. That hasn't played in his favor.
What a shot by Luki there. So he wanted to land in such a way that he can see the front yellow just next to the red here on his right hand side now, where he was standing now. And it's still there for the taking. The litmus test lies with the yellow as well on his left hand side here next to where the two reds are, that yellow in the center of the two reds. So he's got a lot of angle building.
There's still some work to do with those two reds. I just want to take the opportunity to thank the viewers that are supporting the game. They definitely making it pleasurable for players, because players are very interested in giving them spectator value, as you can see. Also want to thank Sombhani Group of Companies as the major sponsor. At the end of the series, obviously there's a 50,000 Rand grand prize for the winner of the division.
Yes.
We've also got the Dive Club, Cuesports Africa Media, Nukes Creations, Rogues on Radio, and Billiards Café.
Oh, yes.
All great sponsors.
Yeah.
Lucas would not be happy with that shot. It was a shot that was easily potable.
Yes. It was the landing that really mattered there, Clive, because he's never taken that yellow there that was not positioned well, the one close to the two reds where Alvin is queuing from here. You know, he could not take it out of his mind that I need better landing for it, yeah.
Yeah, I see you haven't let go of the word landing, hey, Prince.
Yes. It's all about that. And after a great pot, you need to be able to get decent positioning, you know. Yeah. You know, when you're on a pool table, you're just not different to that passenger on a plane. So, you know, you're thinking about where you're going, so your landing is vital. You're more like that pilot as well, you know, who's looking at... yeah.
I think you made your point, Prince.
Yes. So, there we see Alvin. The
He's
challenge
just got
that Alvin is faced
yellow
with
the
is...
red. That's his biggest problem. I mean, he can do double drop on this. It seems to be. He just has to figure out how to develop.
There's an
next to the
opportunity.
yellow.
There's an opportunity for him to be able to come onto that red that is clustered amongst the yellows.
Just 2 minutes 22 on the clock.
Yeah, goes the shot, Clivey.
As predicted, Prince. And he's going to want to try and finish this frame.
Yeah.
Yeah, talking about Alvin's gameplay, it will be interesting to see what he says after this match. Lucas looking to try and secure this frame. He'll just have to figure out whether he wants to drop the center pocket first. Great shot. And then he's got a clear angle on the black ball to finish the frame, making it 6-1. Brilliant finish there by Lucas. Great execution. Alvin will be quite disappointed, still got smiles on his face. Petunia, the ref, probably giving him some good words of encouragement. Lucas will be proud of himself. Done exceptionally well in keeping himself up there on the leaderboard. Just to watch how Lucas went about finishing this frame, making it 6-1.
Yes, guys, at the end of another exciting round of matches in the SPL, we've got the man that is on top of the leaderboard, that is Lucas Fenta, who did not want to give up his lead, and he came out here knowing that Alvin is a tactical player, and you had your match plan just the way you wanted to. Lucas, congratulations first on your victory, and tell us what went into the motions for you in preparation for this match and actually coming to play this match yet.
Thank you, Prince. Yeah, it was a good match. I knew Alvin is a sharpshooter. He doesn't miss much. So my game plan was not to give him any chances. Like I said before, I saw some of my games previously, and I saw some of the mistakes I made, and now I'm working on just closing some of my breaks. My breaks are working pretty well. It's just to close them off, not giving my opponent any chances. But Alvin, yeah, he's a good player. I knew, similarly as last week, if I would give him any opportunity, he will come back into the game, which he did. You could see he was building momentum, and he's getting confident, he's getting sharper and sharper.
Looking forward to see you next week. I'm sure you want to build it up and carry this lead a lot further. It's back to the drawing board to increase your lead.
Of course. I mean, I put in quite a bit of work. Again, I say it's the stage is set for the players. You know, I urge anybody that plays pool, this is the ultimate to come to. Work hard, get here, and when you do get here, take your opportunity. So back to the drawing board. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, and wishing you the very best. All right then, okay. That was Lucas Fenta, the number 1 ranked player in the leaderboard here, and I'm gonna speak to his opponent here tonight. That was Alvin. Alvin, another night, another unlucky start to the proceedings. Like we said, I don't think you're really battling with the way you play the game, but rather how you impose yourself in the beginning of sessions.
Yeah, absolutely, Prince. I'm just struggling to get going. It's just a fight. Each of the frames, I'm just landing in awkward spots, I miss spots. It's very unlike my game, but hats off to Lucas. Lucas is always a stellar player, and he played well today. So,
what do you have to do when you go back to the drawing board to change in order to come and give a lot more decent performances?
Yeah, I think getting off to a start in the session really does help. I think I was a bit unfortunate then. There was an issue with the white ball and the snooker, and I think sometimes some things like set me back. So Just trying to find a way to get over that and to carry on playing the game.
We've heard it from Alvin, guys. He's going to go back to the drawing board and he will most definitely come back a lot better player and stronger. Now we're marching on to match number 3 in the proceedings here, where we're going to see Nsovo Matonzi up against Natai Chetty. The last time they played, it came to a 6-all, guys. It went all the way to the wire. Are we going to see another close one? The jury's out, guys.